Hey y'all. Hey everybody that's in here. Hey, y'all come on in. Hmm. Tracy, hey sis, you made it. Well, welcome back, y'all. It's episode 7, so thank you. Welcome to Keena's Corner. I'm your girl Keena, and I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. On Keena's Corner, I speak facts, opinions, truths, vulnerabilities, and need to knows. I'm always gonna tell you what you need to hear, never what you want. Never what you want. Um, Before I get started and jump into this episode, if you're on here, let me know you're in here. Comment. I'll catch your comments at the end. I won't stop in between while I'm talking, doing what I'm or saying what I'm saying. I won't stop in between, but let me know you're in here. Also, ask if you watch this at a later date. Comment, subscribe, share, give it a like, and all that good stuff. If you are not subscribed, ask that you do that for me. Also, if you're watching these like on the podcast sites, and I'm on a bunch of them now, I'm on a bunch of them. I know I think about 6 or 7. If you're watching from the podcast sites, I'm sorry, or listening from the podcast sites, I ask that you please leave me a review and a rating. Y'all, they're free, completely free. So I ask that y'all do that for me. I'm not asking for a whole lot, but I would appreciate the support. Like I said, these are completely free. Before I get started, though, hey, brother, almost your birthday tomorrow. I see you. My girl Nicole, what's up? Hey, sis Tia, thank you for coming. Okay, thank y'all. Okay, so on tonight's episode, this is episode 7, so we made it. Applause, applause. And on this episode, we'll discuss trauma, or childhood, trauma, or things that you might experience as well in your childhood. And when you don't heal these wounds, they're going to continue to show up in your life. This is something that you've heard me say before, but just not on this topic. And this deals with a lot, because a lot of this I really could, for this, I guess, season, because this is season 1, but this is episode 7. I really could say that this is focusing on you, like me, how I'm going to heal me, right? Well, I've said this a lot, but what you don't heal is going to continue to show up in your everyday life. I don't care how old you are, it does not matter. It's going to continue to show up. So, usually, when we hear trauma, like everybody in here, usually when we hear it, you think like physical, especially me, because I'm a first responder. I've done every aspect of first responding. I've a 911 dispatcher. I've volunteered as a firefighter. I've been a police officer, and I also was an EMT and a paramedic. I worked on the ambulance, right? Helping, trying to save lives, right? When I think of trauma, I usually think physical, right? But that's not the kind of trauma I'm talking about tonight. So I actually went in last night, and I have it in front of me, but this is something I worked on last night. I went and found the definition of trauma. I'm gonna read it to you. Well, in terms of the trauma that I'm speaking about. So trauma, it says an experience that produces psychological injury or pain. Again, the definition of this particular trauma I'm speaking about is an experience that produces a psychological injury or pain. And before I really jump into it, another disclaimer: I am not a counselor, marriage counselor, licensed anything. I'm not a psychiatrist, a psychologist, none of that. I'm just speaking from experience and what I think you should know. I'm not telling you tonight how to heal anything. I'm just trying to get you to see, maybe that something may be wrong, so we can work on it. I'm trying to trigger healing in you. That's it. Okay. I need y'all to understand that. I have not been through everything. I just try to speak on what I know about. And so, just like almost every episode, I ask that you just listen and reflect. During this, after this, listen and reflect. It's about you, it's not about me. So, think on things you might have seen or even experienced back then, maybe in your childhood, maybe when you were younger. Think about things like that, things you might have seen or experienced when you were younger. Have you healed? Have you healed? Does it still bother you? Have you tried to forget about it? Have you sought out counseling? Think about these things as we talk tonight. So after so long of trying to forget certain things, It's your mind will subconsciously do it for you. It's like your subconscious in the back of your mind. It's like you really you try to forget about it so much that you try to, but you push it to the back of your mind, your subconscious, what you don't know about. What it's kind of like you being unconscious. But still, even if you think it's not bothering you, it's still going to continue to show up in your everyday life, and it's going to show in relationships. It's going to show everywhere. It's going to show. It's going to show in the things that you tolerate, all different kinds of stuff, y'all. Um, How it's gonna show it will differ. Like I said, relationships, what you tolerate, whether you go around hurting other people and thinking it's okay, it's not okay. But when you don't heal, when you've seen some things in your past, or maybe, like I keep saying, experience some things in your past and you don't heal it, it's gonna keep showing up in your life. That's why you've got to want to fix it, want to heal. Um, I haven't dealt with this right what I'm about to say personally, but I was talking to a guy friend, and he told me as a child he wasn't shown much love. Like, he kind of got like tough love, I love you and stuff like that. He was shown tough love. And he told me so now as a grown man, he notices how much he aims to please other people. Like he was like, I'm a people pleaser and I don't like it. But from his experience, that's what he feels. He feels like he's a people pleaser because of his lack of just knowing that you're loved, just hearing it. And we do need to hear that. In relations to his story, like I'm gonna keep saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. A lot of times when you're pleasing others and doing for other people, they are not doing the same for you, just period. And if you're a woman who's experienced this, what I'm speaking about, not knowing you were loved or you didn't have the presence maybe of a father, you're gonna seek it out in other men. I hope you caught that. A lot of times when you don't have like a father figure, or you didn't know that you were loved, or you didn't hear it, and you cannot know that you're loved because if you don't hear it, you know, you're gonna seek that attention. You're gonna seek it out in other men, no matter how they treat you. I don't care if you're getting treated like horribly, and you are. You know you can do better. Sometimes you're gonna stay because you just seek attention in the form of a man because you didn't have it when you were younger. So this is the episode to think on afterwards. After we're done, think on it. If you were hurt, does it still show up? Figure out what you can do to heal it. This is what you have to do. You have to go and try to figure out what you can do to heal it. And I don't mean that anything is wrong with you. Like, please don't get on here and take offense. I don't mean that something is wrong with you, but I mean honestly, but you know you better than I do. You know you better than I do. If you witness or experience any type of trauma, you just sit and think on how it affects you because it does, whether you really realize it or not. I don't know that on each episode, like I'm not coming with the intention to trigger you. And I've heard that some of my episodes trigger people. I'm not coming with that intention to trigger you or make you hurt even further. I promise I'm not. But I do hope like I can trigger something in you that makes you want to heal, right? You deserve it. One thing I hate is stereotypes, and specifically the one where black women are loud, rude, ghetto, and angry all the time. We discussed last episode that a lot of women, mainly black, are expected to be strong, no matter what you're facing, no matter what you're forced to do alone, no matter how tired you are, even when you've been hurt in your past, even if you've experienced or witnessed something in your past that's hurt you, that's caused you trauma in your childhood. But you've got to want to heal for you still. A lot of the world does not care. It's a hard fact and reality. A lot of us are strong by default. Some people like me actually do care, but I'm one person. You've got to care enough about you to want to heal, to want to do better, to want better for you. So I just hope I can trigger a healing in you, pretty much. So, ladies and fellas, don't let your trauma be an excuse to behave badly. Somebody write that down. Typed it. Don't let your trauma be an excuse to behave badly. You don't get a pass. You don't get a pass. It's just like, how some children will play on what you say. What I mean is, perfect example. You say your child got anger issues, and your child old enough to keep hearing you say that, and keep hearing this, keep hearing you say that. They're gonna cut up at school, and then they're gonna come home, and they're gonna start putting it back on you or saying it to other people. Well, my mom said I got anger issues. You don't get an excuse. When you know better, you've got to do better. If you do it, if you care enough to heal yourself. What you witnessed or even experienced as a child or in the past does not give you permission to go around wronging other people, period. Again, what you witnessed or experienced as a child or in your past, it does not give you the right to go around wronging people. And then usually you expect to prosper. How you think that work? It does not. You've got to want better. You have to recognize there's an issue and you do what you can to fix it. That's good. I'm preaching tonight. It was done to me. That quotation right there, that quote, it was done to me. That's it's still not a valid excuse. It's an excuse, but it's not a valid one. Does not hold validity. It's not valid. Because it was done to you, it still don't make it right. Still does not make it right. You've got to forgive the people who've hurt you and work on being a decent human being. You won't be able to heal until you accept it and then you are willing to heal that wound. That's a good one too. And I need to hear that sometimes myself. You won't be able to heal it until you accept it and you are willing to heal that wound. We could talk about it all day. You can know that you have something going on, but you make no effort to heal it. You've got to want to heal it. You've got to be willing. Willing. Somebody typed it. Willing. You've got to be willing to want to heal yourself. Nobody can make you do that. Nobody can make you change. You've got to want that healing for yourself. You've got to be willing to do so. And know that as a woman, if you've witnessed your mother being mistreated, you have two options as a woman. As a woman, if you did witness your mother being mistreated, you got two options. You either know that you deserve better, right? And you're not going to accept that kind of behavior from anybody, or you're going to fall victim to it. Well, my mama went through it and she was okay. She stayed, right? You can You can't things like that. Like I said, you're just gonna either fall victim to it or you're gonna want better. You're going to want to do better. If you fall victim to it, you're gonna be accepting the same bad behavior that someone else did, and it's gonna be even more trauma and hurt for you to try to get over and deal with. If any of the ladies in here, if you've witnessed this in your childhood, like watching your mother being mistreated or anything like that, and you're tolerating bad behavior, you feel your mate, you're walking on eggshells, they call you out your name, and they may even like abuse you in some form. And abuse comes, in many different forms. So we've talked about this as well. It's not just physical. It is not just physical. Mental abuse hurts too. Verbal abuse hurts too. When somebody can belittle you, call you out your name, and make you feel like low, like scum of the earth, or they mentally abuse you, they make you feel like you can't do anything right, and you really feel like you're starting to lose your mind. But like I was saying, when somebody abuses you in any form, you've got to know that you can do better. A lot of times you stay in stuff like this because there's something in you that is unhealed. Unhealed. I'm not judging nobody. I've been there. We talk about this every episode. I've been there. Things I speak on, I've probably been through, right? Not judging you because we've all been there. Just know that you can do better. Again, I probably don't even know you. I know a lot of y'all, but I don't know you. I just want you to reflect and try to understand why you accept the things that you do. There's usually a reason, and it's usually unhealed trauma. I need you to understand that. Now, a lot of times when you stay in these relationships, you got no business in, when you accept less than, when you compromise, a lot of times there's a reason. Could be self-esteem, something like that, but it's always going to be an inner issue. Some of this does stem from your childhood, though, from things that you witnessed in your past or things that you went through in your past that you never healed. Like I said, if it happened so long ago, it's usually something that you push in the back of your mind subconsciously without you even thinking about it, but it's still going to show up in your life. It's going to show up in your adulthood and your adult life. So you've got to be willing to heal it. I'm not perfect. Again, I've accepted some things I knew better than to stay for, but I did it anyway. But on here, on this platform, on this channel, we trying to heal over here. We're gonna try to heal. Um, Childhood traumas and like past issues or traumas that we everybody has probably gone through is why I've always felt that at some point in life everybody could use like a counselor. I feel that way like strongly. I do, because I just feel like it's a person that's not judging you, and they're gonna bring some emotions out of you. Some is they're gonna bring something out of you that you tried to forget. You tried your hardest to forget about it, but they're gonna bring it out of you. I really believe that everybody could use some form of counseling at some point. So seek a counselor if you need to. After you done prayed and after you done gave it to God, go see a counselor. That there to help you as well, man or woman. Seeking a counselor does not make you weak. For any men that need to hear that, if you need to go see a counselor, then go see one. Seek a counselor. It doesn't make you weak. Honestly, it makes you aware. Does not make you weak. It makes you aware. Aware that the trauma still inside of you and it's showing up in your life and you want to heal it. You keep that trauma in you, it's gonna show up inside of you, it's gonna show up outside, it's gonna show up in what you tolerate, it's gonna show up in the things you do. You've got to want to heal. You got to recognize there's a problem and then want to fix it, want to get it healed. Said this before. When you choose not to heal, you're gonna continue to bleed on people who never cut you. Facts. That's not fair. Again, when you don't heal your wounds, when you don't try to heal, you're going to continue to bleed on people who never cut you and they do not deserve it. It's not fair. That's not fair. When you choose not to heal, it says that pretty much that you're okay living in your pain. That's not cool, but and nobody can make you want to like heal. Nobody can make you want to do better. Again, when you choose not to heal, it says that you're okay living in your pain. That's misery. I don't see who would want it, but nobody can make you want it. Ultimately, you're saying that you're okay being broken. And this is a hard truth. It hurts, but it's the truth. What I've realized that a lot of people honestly don't want to be healed or fixed because being broken gets them constant attention. Don't be this person. All attention that you seek is not good. It's not positive. It's negative. It's negative. So if anything, like if you're just thinking back and thinking over things in your childhood or things in your past that you've gone through that you might not have healed from, or something that you might just randomly came back into your mind tonight, it's the reason it came back. These are things that we've got to work on healing again because it's gonna keep coming up. Just like we heal these, like on my body, if I get a scratch, a cut, a scrape, something like that. Just like we heal physical wounds, you've got to heal mental wounds. That's a good one too. Just like you heal these physical wounds on your body when you're bleeding, you cut yourself, you got a scrape, a scratch, a burn. It's got to heal. That physical wound has got to heal. The mental ones have got to heal as well. If not, you're gonna keep coming up in the world as angry, as bitter, as resentful. You're gonna tolerate any and everything because you simply want attention and you don't care how you get it. You've got to want to do better. I really tonight I just spoke on a couple, literally, because I don't know what you've been through. I just want to make you think and trigger some type of something in you that kind of makes you think like, okay, well, I remember I went through this. I might need to speak to somebody about it or do something about it. That's all I'm here to do. But there are many more ways than just the one or two that I spoke on. Even something like the type of you can't be alone, the type of people that cannot be alone. What I mean is you leave one relationship and you instantly go into another. It's like you cannot sit by yourself for nothing. Like you have to be with someone. Like you can't end a relationship and then work on yourself, which is what that time should really be for, to sit and work on yourself, but you have to be in the presence of somebody else. So you have to have another in your arms. There is something wrong with it. There usually is like some type of abandonment issue. Maybe mom or dad wanted there as much as you like them to be, but even something is wrong with that. And again, I'm not telling you if something is wrong with you. I'm just telling you it's just that is an issue and it's something inner that you've got to work on. It's an inner problem inside of you. It's gonna keep showing up. It's gonna keep showing up. So what you do, y'all listen to this one, it's good. What you do is let your trauma be your power and your purpose. Let your trouble be your power and your purpose, your testimony. You've got to be willing to fix it though. Know there's a problem and there are solutions to your problem. You just got to be willing to acknowledge it. And then everybody should know this last one. What we got to do, y'all? Sit still and heal. I'm gonna read this last one more time. It's pretty good. What you do is let your trauma be your power and your purpose. Your power and your purpose, y'all. You can't use it as an excuse to go around hurting people. That's not gonna help you. You can't go around here playing the victim. Well, my daddy did it to my mama and my mama stayed. It does not make it right. When does it stop? When does the cycle stop? It does not make it right. Let your trauma be your power and your purpose, literally your testimony. You've got to be willing to fix it. Know there's a problem and that there are solutions to your problems to get it fixed. Period. That's it. Simply sit still and heal. Sit still and heal. I'm done. 21 minutes. I'm done. So, y'all in the comments, hey, who's still in here? Like, comment or something. Hey, while y'all here, I see 2 likes. Like it's 13 of y'all I see. Give me a like. Like the video. Like the video. Some are in denial that there's even a problem knowing and accepting. Have the battle. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm trying to trigger a healing in somebody. I'm trying to trigger a healing. Yes, denial is a bad one. When you're in denial and you feel like you don't have a problem, knowing that you do, it's gonna be hard, but nobody can heal it but you. You. Sit still and heal. That's right. Sit still and heal. Who's in here? I still see 12 of y'all. Y'all gonna speak or what? Give me a like on the video. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, this is my first time seeing you, Hope Earl. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Did you catch the whole thing? Y'all, while you're in here, I'm gonna ask again. I'm gonna keep asking. If you're watching this at a later date, like the video. Like the video. I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me. If you hit the bell, click the bell and click all so you won't miss any time I post on here, which is just pretty much be every Thursday, right? And then on the podcast sites, I'm available on Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Podcast, Overcast, iHeartRadio, and did I say Apple? Apple Podcast? I don't know if I did or didn't, but I'm on all of those. Y'all, most of y'all have iPhones. A review is free. Leave me a review on the show. You have to go to Apple Podcasts, search my name, Keena's Corner. It's got to pop up. You have to click on the show. And I ask that you follow it if you enjoy. I can't ask you to follow nothing you don't enjoy. Leave me an honest review. They are free. They are free. Thank you for the like. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Mama. I take care of you, baby. Anyway, I think I spoke to most of y'all in the comments. J Boy, what up, my guy? Allison, hey girl. Sis in law, Willing, that's right. Mama, I see you. Willing, Tracy, what's up? Willing, that's right. That's okay. That's okay. I'll work it out for you. Well, y'all, I hope you enjoyed tonight. I sincerely thank y'all for coming. This is your girl. Oh, okay. Well, my aunt's on here. Well, hey. Hey, auntie. My first time seeing you on here, girl. Thank you for coming. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in to episode 7 of Keena's Corner. I thank y'all so much, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart for being here in my corner. I'm your girl, Keena. I'm out. I'm signing out. I love y'all. Good night.